Hi, I'm Dr. Ghezehei. I am a research scholar at the Department of Forestry and Environmental Resource, North Carolina State University. My main field of research at the department is to focus on short rotation woody crops and their application for various purposes. I am currently in the horticultural research station at Clinton, and I would like to speak about what this stand is for and what other replicate stands or research we have across North Carolina that have similar or additional purpose to what you're going to see here. In this research station, it's a combination of fertilizer application and also density to look how to take the productivity potential of hybrid poplars to the next level maybe. And it came after we did extensive clonal study of hybrid poplars on the coastal region, the same way we did in the Piedmont and the mountain region, to come up with which of these clones are the best for this site. And then in this project, as I mentioned, we tried to take it to the next level through the combination of the weed control and fertilization. Sites where we compared a traditional pine, traditional hardwood, sycamore, with one of the hybrid poplars included in another stand at Williamsdale and at Mills River. We call them demonstration sites, species demo, because we have to see if the species that are known to this area, like pine of a short rotation, are better or less productive than hybrid poplars. What possible applications could we look for with these applications of stands like these? One is cellulosic biofuel, which was the original under the BRI. For that, you need good growth and good survival, but you also need good high cellulose content of the wood, which all hybrid poplars could do. So as long as you have that working well at the site, then it's good for that. The next one was a solid biofuel, also known as wood pellets. In addition to good growth and survival, you can expect to have a low sulfur, nitrogen, and ash content in the wood, and high energy content too. And the other one is obviously the recent one. We've looked at the potential of hybrid poplars for veneer application, which established a market, good money maker, as opposed to the first two applications, which might be more likely industry for the future. Some of the advantages that we had by comparing the hybrid poplars and short rotation woody crops with the traditional pine is, obviously we like these because they adapt well. There is a lot of research of hybridization behind them. But then in a strictly short rotation format, 5 to 15 years on the higher end products, but 5 even for bioenergy, hybrid poplars will be rewarding in terms of the growth. Compared to pine, pine will compete on longer years, but they're not. They are your typical short rotation varieties. But on the other side, the intensity of management of labor, cost, materials to manage the hardwoods or the hybrid poplars the first 2 years is high. Since they grow fast, if you get that done right, and they do canopy closure, that will shade out the rest of the leaves. By comparison, pine plantation might be slow early on, but it is not due to their competition in the weeds, because their tolerance to the competition is higher than the hybrid poplars. And that is an important factor. It makes sense in the economics because you can get them bigger, but they gotta stay, they gotta be as big as possible when you harvest them to cover all the costs, and that would be one of the key challenges for hybrid poplars. And obviously with the markets like veneer, which is established with good income, already established market in is higher income side, then that might be a good investment to make. But for bioenergy, assuming what we have right now, you would pay for hardwood per foot size of 6 inches. Just because they got to that size doesn't mean that they have the productivity to make up all the costs early on. So your decision about your rotation length might be increased to achieve that kind of balance. So industries and stakeholders can get valuable information from our research because they will know what clone of hybrid poplar or what general short rotation woody crop they can plant on their lands, how they can establish it, they can manage it, and the general economic sense behind the specific set of management that they have implemented for a specific purpose, be it bioenergy in the future or the wood pellet industry right now. Most of it is geared towards export, and they haven't started using for short rotation woody crops, but the interest for wood pellets application and poultry interest in North Carolina is significant, so we do anticipate that to go up, and the application and of our study to identify the best clones management, including age of these stands that could be suitable for making wood pellets, is something that we believe that all the stakeholders of wood pellet processing and also the poultry industry can use. And obviously the veneer interested or forest products interested industry can know what kind of clones they can plant in their region that can make it easy transport-wise, but supply raw materials for veneer processing. So the lessons we've learned is we started our research on hybrid poplars, but we included a lot of short rotation woody crops, hardwoods too, but we narrowed down because early on we saw that hybrid poplars start to excel, and we know that there has been decades of study for hybrid poplars, hybridization, that we believe we could take advantage of that. So we know what clones are best for the Piedmont, for the coastal regions, and for the mountain regions. We know that the clones we've tested and the general significance or importance of hybrid poplars for the established market like veneer is solid and it's actual, and also we know that there are land remediation benefits of short rotation woody crops because most of our stands are established on marginal lands and they still seem to do well. So that means that at least there is a productive side to putting them on lands that were marginalized from other use.